Welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this...
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down at 4. Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we were kids?
He got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, to find the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill, and that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On is the Chargers punter now. as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He finds Robinson, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Tannehill.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From the 38, Tannehill. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Tannehill. Finding room to the 20 and running with power here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Hurts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Hurts. That's taken in by Smith-Marset.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give, Eckler running to the right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. He's got Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just